If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood nigga's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now, before we get into the video, do me a favor real quick. Hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you are enjoying my content, please hit that notification bell so that every time I drop a video, you'll be the first to get it. Now check me out. One thing that we gotta understand, y'all, about this whole NBA youngboy thing is that it seemed fishy to me. And let me explain to y'all why. For one, the name of the federal operation was Operation Never Free Again, right? Now, we all understand that the NBA and youngboy name stands for Never Broke Again, right? So the Federal Bureau of Investigations named this operation Never Free Again. Kind of makes you think what was on their mind when they was arresting that brother. It kind of makes you think what was on their mind when they was doing their whole investigation on the brother. Because for you to lay up here and call a whole operation Never Free Again, it lets us know your whole goal. It lets us know your whole plan. And everything is laid out right in front of our eyes. Operation Never Free Again. So what is they telling us? What is they telling NBA youngboy? We want to lock your ass up, and we don't ever want to see you free again. You see what I'm saying? Now, draw off this right here. Another thing that kind of make things seem fishy to me is this right here. In the state of Minnesota, right? Say that, you know, hood educated, I'm riding with one of y'all down the street. We get pulled over. It's a gun in the car, right? They gonna do their investigation, and their investigation gonna look at the fingerprints and the DNA that's on the gun. Now, I got 20% DNA and fingerprints on the gun. You got 80% DNA and fingerprints on the gun. Guess whose gun that is? That's your gun, because you got 80% of the DNA and fingerprints. That tells the court, that tells the law that you had this gun in your possession more than me, right? This tells the court in the law that you had this gun in your possession, touching on it, rubbing on it, or doing whatever more than I had, right? So therefore, it is your gun. Now, in the NBA youngboy case, they did their homework. They did the investigation. They got the weapon up out the car. They did the DNA. They did the DNA. They did the fingerprints. Guess how much of NBA youngboy DNA and fingerprints on that gun? None. So hold on now. If y'all gonna say this my gun, I should have been touching on this motherfucker. At least I should have, had to pull it out my waistband, put it back in my waistband. I had to use my hands to put the motherfucker back. If y'all saying this my gun and y'all doing DNA analysis and shit like that on the gun, and ain't none of my DNA on it, but y'all still saying it's my gun? But hold on, it gets better. It's 5 other people's DNA on the gun. 5 other people's fingerprints and shit all on the gun. How is this not their gun? Hold on, no, wait. How is this not the other 5 motherfuckers? Whichever, out of the whole 5, somebody got more DNA than the other person. How is this not their gun? Regardless if y'all found it in my car and all that, we talking about law here. This is how they do it, right? Now, like I say, in the state of Minnesota, I don't know how they do it in California, but from my understanding, that this law right here dealing with the DNA and fingerprints is universal. Maybe the brothers and sisters that's out there in California, y'all can, get in the comments and let us all know, enlighten us about how they do it out there in California on the West Coast. Now, the fact that when they pulled NBA over and he ran, that don't look good. We got to keep it 100. That don't look good. The fact that NBA youngboy is a convicted felon, that don't look good neither, because all of us know that got felons and shit like that to understand that you ain't supposed to be nowhere near a gun if you got a felon. I'm talking about nowhere near that motherfucker. Unless the gun is somewhere and it's locked away and you don't even know that it's there. But if you a felon and you know that the gun is in the dresser and you got access to get in that dresser and that dresser is not locked, that's possession. So if they can prove that young boy had that gun and he knew where that gun was and they knew that he can get to that gun, that's possession. They gonna jam him. But for the simple fact, y'all, that there's no DNA linking him to the gun. Not only that, here it is, this man is a multimillionaire. He dealing with multiple people. He got haters and all that old type of shit. And the fact that y'all called the whole operation Never Free Again, who's to say y'all ain't plant the gun there? Because, I mean, off the rip, y'all letting it know. We don't want this nigga on the streets. We don't want this nigga free at all. Who's to say that y'all ain't plant the gun there? I mean, come on, let's keep it real. I mean, like, shit, do they do shit like that? You understand what I'm saying? Now, another cold thing about this whole thing is this right here. This is the worst thing, if you ask me. They say we need a jury of our peers, right? Now, here it is, LA County. The mass majority of people in LA County, as far as racial disparity, you got Latinos and you got African Americans, and then you got a small percentage of European Americans, right? Or white people. Now, from my understanding and what lawyers are reporting, that 98%, so that means that 10 of his jurors are of European descent. And only 1 is of African American descent. How does that work? How does that work? But we got to understand something, right? And this is what I'm talking about, all you rappers and all you young brothers that's out there playing in them streets. When you get into that court system, this the type of shit that they do. These the type of games that they play with you, right? These the type of things that's gonna be stacked up against you. And this right here, this man got one of the best lawyers in the world. He a multimillionaire. And look how they playing him. So money ain't everything all the time. And not only that, y'all gonna lay up here and put all these damn peoples on the jury that y'all know that don't know shit about our culture, or don't know shit about why he had a gun, or don't know shit about the hip hop industry, or none of that type of shit. And gonna have them make a decision on his fate. I just hope, bruh, that some of them jurors that's on his jury understand about our peoples and understand about our culture. I just hope that some of them people on the jury got some children that listen to hip hop music, that enjoy listening to NBA youngboy music. Because I gotta say something, man, like this shit right here, it just seems too funny to me for the simple fact of, like I say, the man fingerprints or DNA ain't on the gun. And y'all gonna lock this man up. This hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Let me give a shout out to Hip Hop Buddha, man. I was on his live early this morning, and the brother was dropping some real knowledge. You understand? So, I mean, if you guys don't know about him, man, go fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to his channel. Let him know that Hood Educated sent you. And man, I'm talking about Gumbo. That's my first member, y'all. My first member on my channel. He joined, man. Gumbo, shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Shout out. Y'all get y'all memberships up, man. Memberships, man. Come on, man. Join in, man. Support the channel. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there.